Hello and welcome to the Drumwell podcast, where we look at what drummers do away from the kit in order to do their very best behind the kit. And today, as always, I have a fantastic guest. He's been a mainstay in the Australian music community for many years. Great drummer, currently the drummer of Regurgitator, Front End Loader, and No Cake, but has a very great history of other bands that we'll get stuck into. But please welcome Mr. Pete Kostic.
But that's enough about me. What about you?
Well, everyone knows it.
Anyway, let's talk about me.
Yes, everyone knows about me.
That was very polite. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to actually talk about a couple of the other bands you've done. Obviously, you were just mentioning that you did a bit more stuff with the Hard-Ons.
Yeah.
You were in with that band for quite a while, and then you still sort of jump in and out with them.
Look, I've always still been mates with them. They're just such lovely people. I realised the other day that it had been like 13 years since I played my last show with them.
Wow.
I was in that band for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a US tour with them just last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, it was great. With Jerry A from Poison Idea as a frontman.
Oh, cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was great. Play with the Melvins and Napalm Death.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, part of that tour.
I think I saw that tour.
It was fucking great. But at the moment, those three bands. So mainly Regurgitator. I'm in the middle of a really big tour with those guys.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's been going on since about November, and it's still sort of going on.
We've just gone over the halfway point. This is like 50 something shows or something like that.
Amazing.
It's a lot.
I actually caught one of the shows on the Unit 25th anniversary. I think it was actually the last show. It was at Hoda on the Gold Coast.
Oh, that's good. At that point, we were probably getting it all right.
Yeah. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I still am a bit of a Gurge fan from back in the day. Obviously a Brizzy boy, so loved seeing that. Quine actually used to eat at the restaurant that I washed dishes at.
Yeah.
And I remember he actually came, someone told me, and he came in one day and I was like in the kitchen, like peering out the door. It's like, oh my God. But you know, when you're a teenager and you're like dudes in bands, it's like, you sort of realize that people are just people. But
I don't know. I'm still intimidated by that guy. So, fuck, there he is. Oh, shit.
Hey, another great band that actually was a bit of an influence on my first band, Headcase, that you were a part of is Vicious Harry Mary.
Oh, yeah, wow. Yeah,
that was a pretty cool sort of
Michael
thing.
Lira, what a guy. He's still a really great friend of mine.
Yep.
He was best man at my first wedding.
Nice.
He does a lot of soundtrack stuff now. That's his main bag.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's awesome. What a musician. Incredible.
Yeah. Very creative.
Yeah, man. And he's just like, he's writing scores and all this kind of stuff. And he taught himself how to do that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he didn't go to a conservatorium or anything.
Yeah.
But, he can write out scores for an orchestra and give it to an orchestra.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I think that's a skill that I've actually lost personally, is because I had piano lessons as a kid and then drum lessons, and I could write music, read music. I could sit down at a piano and just open the book and go, keep playing with one hand, turn the page.
Wild.
Barely do it now, but
sure.
I still tinkle.
Yeah. Look, I reckon, if I put a sheet of drum music in front of you, you'd be all right, I reckon.
I can sit there and like decipher it, but I can't sight read like I used to. Yeah, I can certainly decipher drum music, and especially now that you can just sort of go, this song, listen to it, and then I can read along with it.
Yeah.
That kind of helps. Definitely a skill that it's diminishable. You definitely need to keep those sort of things up.
Look, I don't think, obviously I have gone through all the drum books and all that kind of stuff, so I can read, but I've never been a sight reader. I used to be in the school jazz band, and most of it was just bullshit. I was just like going, I think this is right. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
What bar am I at? Bar 13? Oh, fuck. Can I swear? Is that all right?
Of course you can.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we're a swear-friendly podcast, 18 plus.
Yeah, good.
I mean, if parents and guardians can allow their kids to listen to it, but
sure.
Yeah, fucking swear, mate. I guess we'll roll into our first point. I mean, obviously you're smashing out the tour with the Gurge at the moment, but what do you do away from the kit in order to do your very best behind the kit? Like diet,
Well,
exercise, warm-ups, practice
I
routines?
always warm up. I've never not warmed up, never.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stretch a little bit. I've done a
Yep.
fair bit of yoga, so I just do like slow yoga kind of stretches.
Nice.
It's mainly get the hammies, all stretched up, and
Yep.
shoulders, neck. Yeah, and always have a pad.
Yep.
Always. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even when, maybe I don't need it, but it's also psychological to get my head in the game.
Uh-huh.
And also it gets me away from having to be distracted from other people. It's like Pete's over there with his practice pad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it sort of helps me center.
Yep. It's sort of putting the all right, I'm in the office now, do not disturb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, for
That's
sure.
something I started doing. I just happened to have my pad and some sticks right here. Something I started doing on tours is I got these awesome,
Oh, yeah.
massive Vic Firth marching corpse master chop out sticks,
Nice.
which actually has a rubber pad on the end. And so I
Great.
stopped carrying a pad around purely due to a lot of overseas touring and weight restrictions. I thought if I can cut those, that 500-gram pad down and just have some sticks,
Sure.
then that sort of helps. Plus, they're really thick, so they really get a good burn in the forearms
Yeah, nice.
for the warm-ups.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've always warmed up. I want to get the fingers going,
Yep.
Yeah, it's just otherwise, I don't. It hasn't happened to me for a long time, but when I was young and I was trying to play like super fast, you get the cramp.
Oh, yeah.
I used to call it getting the claw. I've got the claw. And it just feels like, you can't hold the stick properly. It feels like you're holding a hammer.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully it hasn't happened to me for a long time. And I think mainly that's down to not warming up enough, being too excited, squeezing the stick, rather than it just being a saddle.
Yeah, it's because when I first started sort of gigging and stuff, I never warmed up at all. I just would get up and then, that first 2 or 3 songs, you definitely get the claw.
Yeah.
You're sort of holding the stick, holding for dear life. But yes, apparently it's like an amino acid build up in your forearms.
Sure, yeah.
And then you just got to release it. I also find that I don't really get that anymore myself because I warm up, but
yeah, great.
Just breathing a little, like a deep breath and a slow exhale, that sort of moves it a bit too.
Yeah. I think a lot of it for me was just being too excited. Just going, how good is fucking rock and roll? Awesome, I love it. Ah!
Yeah. Another band actually that you were with for a while was that Nazul. Did I say that right?
Nazul, yeah.
Nazul, yeah.
Love.
That's some pretty extreme sort of.
Yeah, dirty, nasty black metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I love it.
That would have certainly got the forearms cramping.
Yeah. So I did that in my early 30s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think they needed a drummer and just called me out of the blue, and it was like, sure. And at the time I thought, if I don't do this now, I probably will never do it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I'm about to turn 55.
Right.
Not about to join a band that requires me to blast beat all the time. Probably now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but who knows? But probably not. So yeah, I was like, I got to do it.
Yeah, amazing.
So that was heaps fun. But yeah, all about relaxed, just relaxed. As you know, man, you've played so much of that kind of music. Have to be relaxed, right?
I still do. That's why I've got this pad and these big sticks next to me. I sit in here and I'm doing drills, just like sit there with a metronome. You know, at the moment I'm sitting on 250 because it's kind of comfortable, and just how long can I do it for?
Yeah,
I'll set a timer. How long? And then after like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4, it's like, oh well, that's a song.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I'm about to turn 45 this year, and I'm still playing blast beats.
You beauty, man. Do it as long as you can, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I love blast beats. They're great.
I've never done the so you've always done like Napalm Death style one where you're leading with the right.
Yep.
But I've never done like the two-handed one. Like that's the bomb blast, is it?
I think so. Yeah, there's all these names. They're all blasts. So, but yeah, I think that's a bomb blast where it's like you can do it open
at the same time,
handed or close. Yeah, and just and you might have both feet going.
Yeah.
I love the napalm one. That's more of a I call that a grind blast where it's basically like you hit your cymbal with your kick and your snare in the middle in the offbeat.
It's pretty much just right left. Yeah.
It's like just a really fast skank beat, basically.
Yeah.
Until it's so fast that it's a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, man.
But there's so many types of blast beats now. There's ways to do it faster. The switch blast, and I don't know, something I've done a bit of is gravity blasts, where it's basically
Is that the one-handed one?
It's the one, yeah. It's a one-handed roll, but you just hit it harder. So it's like they do it in jazz, like the one-handed roll where you're rocking it off the rim of the snare.
Yeah.
But you just do it faster and harder. So
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
But like to do something like that is maintenance. You have to do maintenance on that, right? To keep it clean.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I don't have the time to do that, unfortunately.
No, especially being sort of with a busy touring band. That's certainly.
I work at a drum store in Parramatta, Drum Factory. Yep. Shout out to Drum Factory.
Excellent. Hello.
Bunch of good blokes. Some of them. And so between that and I've got a couple of kids and the other bands and stuff, I don't have a lot of time.
Yep. Yeah, and maintenance is a thing that you kind of need to allocate time for, right? I found myself I'm no longer with King Parrot, so after that sort of ended, I went, well, all I've done for the last over a decade is rehearsed band stuff.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'm going to try and play this and that. And I realized that I hadn't maintained so many things I used to be able to do. So
it's tricky, hey? I mean, and also you're only one person, right?
Yeah. And I have a job as well, and I work and I do other things in life. So I try to get on the kit 3 times a week.
Beautiful.
And I try to hit the pad any day that I'm not in the studio on the kit. So
awesome.
But yeah, just trying different things or things that I used to be able to do that I now maybe can't.
Yeah.
Not can't.
But maybe not as well, or they're not as easy.
Yeah. Even some of the left-hand stuff, it's like I've got to build up my left side a bit more so it feels a bit more consistent.
Sure.
Yeah. It's all maintenance. Someone told me a while back, musical instruments are a diminishable skill. And I totally believe that.
Yeah. I used to think of it like it's like when you take out a loan, you have to pay the interest on it,
Yep.
rather than having a huge amount of money in the bank that just acquires interest without you doing anything. Unfortunately, it's not like that.
No.
I wish it was.
Yeah.
That those 8 hours a day I used to do when I was a young fella. Well, now I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Because of that, but it's not the case. Unfortunately, you still have to, you have to pay the interest.
Yeah, and I find as you get a bit older, you kind of need to pay a bit more interest because the body starts to, you get sort of different aches and pains and
yeah, man.
Because I think another thing I never did when I was in my 20s was really exercise, and then I started discovering different exercises that helped with drumming. So like squatting and this and that, and push-ups and things that would sort of help my body and strength and stuff to warm up better. But it's certainly the older you get, the more you maintain. And
yeah. I'd like to. I was talking to Quan, the guitar player from Regurgitator, about it the other day. Actually, he was going, so how long do you reckon you'll be able to continue to do this until you want to retire or whatever? And I was like, well, hopefully, what happens is that as you get older, the technique as your youthful exuberance goes down, your technique goes up, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully. So it kind of balances it out, the fact that you're not 18 anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. I think I'll be able to keep on doing it for a while yet.
Yeah. I mean, a mate of mine, he went and saw Anthrax the other night up in Brisbane, and he was absolutely blown away.
Yeah, he's got to be 10 years older than me. He must be.
He's in his 60s. I did a bunch of shows because Charlie from Anthrax is playing with Pantera.
Yeah.
And I've done a bunch of shows with Pantera since they reformed over the last several years, and he just nails it. And yeah, he's in his 60s.
That's awesome, hey?
I think they all are. And my mate was just like, this absolutely blew him away. He goes, they're in their 60s and they're just smashing it. He goes, I mean, they're not running around like as much as they used to, but like the light show, the performance, the playing,
Yeah.
the musicality, yeah. But
And you see Charlie playing, and he's giving it some curry,
oh
but,
yeah,
he's still relaxed.
yep,
Like, just super he knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, he's super relaxed, but still has intensity. He's a great drummer. Love him.
yeah, for sure. I think, like you say though, technique, it's important. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely used to. Ooh, excuse me. I definitely used to, just whack it,
Mm.
and now I do a lot of different techniques and really try to. Another thing I've really gotten into is the ergonomics of the
Oh,
way I
yeah, cool.
set up. But like, I did a course actually. There's a guy I talk about a little bit. His name's Brandon Green. They call him he calls himself the drum mechanic on social media.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of that guy, yeah.
Yeah, I did his ergonomic course, and he also does like drummer fitness programs and stuff, which I did for a couple of months. But yeah, just a few little tweaks.
Yeah,
So, might move a cymbal, 10 centimeters closer, or so you're sort of in that neutral position. I call it the cockpit, where, where your seat is, your pedals, your snare, your hats.
sure.
But really, so you're not overextending for a long, you might have a cymbal that's over there, but if you're going to be playing that cymbal heaps, maybe
Mm,
you want to move it a bit closer so you're in more of a natural position so that you're not going
sure.
to bust your shoulder or,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
interesting little
So
ergonomics.
angles as well, is the stick in a straight line with your forearm, you know,
Yep.
and what angle is that stick hitting the drum, you know?
Mm.
Is your stick hitting like that, then that's gonna be weird,
Yep.
you know? So, like, the kind of the flat and yeah. I'm right into ergonomics on drums, yeah,
Yeah, and
super into it.
it's nuts how like a few little setup adjustments can just make things feel a lot better and smoother and make your body feel better. Like,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I find a lot of these things, they happen slowly over time.
Oh yeah.
Like, the snare going a little bit away from me, or the hat's coming down. And my hats have gone from here to here to here to here to here,
Yep.
It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of similar. My hats have sort of gone up again lately because I raised my snare up a bit more
There you go, yep.
because I got to a point where my snare was quite low and be hitting my leg as I
Yeah,
was hitting the snare.
yeah,
And so I've raised it up again, just in practice mostly, and
mm,
it's actually feeling pretty good.
yeah,
But just
awesome.
those slight adjustments really make a lot of difference.
100%, man.
So you say you do yoga, like that's definitely great for the body. Is there anything else
Yeah.
that you kind of do for your body,
Uh,
exercise wise, diet
well, like,
wise?
in between at my work, like, I have to walk a fair way to get to the train station, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my feet all day in the shop,
Yep.
moving boxes around, so that's pretty physical.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I'm not doing that, I'm playing drums somewhere,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
or rehearsing or whatever, so it's
Yep.
kinda like I'm doing something really physical every day.
That's great.
But yeah, I do try and, like, really try and stretch, and I've never, touch wood, I've never injured myself, so
Amazing.
yeah, and I think it's from all that stretching and warming up, and yeah, and probably luck.
Yeah. No, I definitely think it all adds up. I think for me as well, just because I didn't do the warming up, from an earlier age, and then until probably recently, I didn't even warm up before I practiced. I'd just jump on the kit and start blasting, and then go, "Oh, gee, I should have warmed up. I should have done a few stretches."
Sure.
So I'll try and I'll at least do my sort of morning routine where I do a bit of exercise, maybe have a jog, lift some weights, whatever, before I go in and play drums now.
Yeah,
That,
sure.
that way I can just sort of, sometimes I'll ride my bike to the studio,
Okay.
then I got the legs all pumping, give them a
Yeah.
stretch, jump
Yeah.
in and go for it. But
Yeah, awesome. I'm jealous of you that you've been able to have the career that you've had without, like, doing warm-ups all the time, like, I couldn't do it.
oh, look, I think probably for 20 years I've been warming up. Like it
Oh,
was
okay.
probably mid-20s that I really discovered that.
There you go.
I'm not sure if you've heard of a band called Cryptopsy,
Oh, yeah.
the drummer, Flo
He's
Morniak.
great, huh?
Oh, amazing.
Incredible.
His D- I bought his DVD. It was probably about 20 years ago I got it. And that was one of the first drum DVD. I had a few of the old VHSs, like the Mike Portnoy one where he's in the spandex. And it's almost like his aerobics. It was a VHS too. He's
Oh,
aerobics
great.
VHS and he's like in spandex going, yo, so you got to do this. But
I must have seen that one, but I used to own the Terry Bozzio one.
Oh, right, yep.
You know, where he's playing the black kit and he's got the mousse in the hair. It's awesome and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah, it's just these things don't age as well as you think they would at the time.
Yeah.
Actually, side note, I'm actually pretty good friends with his son, Raynon, who's also a fantastic drummer. Raynon Bozzio.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, he's a great guy and a great drummer. If he's watching, hello. But
man, Terry Bozzio, all respect.
Yeah. What a nutter.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love the crazy ones.
I've watched some of the videos of him playing on that massive kit. And I've actually seen Raynon, he did a video of playing. He's like, oh, just having a tap on my dad's kit. And it's like, holy shit, man. I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah, it's wild. I love it.
Yeah. But that Flo Mornia DVD, he actually did, like, he shows you a lot of stuff, but shows you a lot of like speed building exercises, a lot of like setup, so ergonomic stuff. This is all 20 years ago too. Like at the time, groundbreaking.
Yeah.
And I watched it religiously, and it's all on YouTube now, and you can just select what chapters you want, which is even easier. I still do have the DVD, but I actually moved my kick drum because for my height, I'm 6'3" or something. I moved my kick drum a little further forward and brought my toms a little closer, and got my throne height, stool height a little higher, so it was for my body type, and I could instantly just play faster, easier, more. I don't know. It's sort of changed the center of gravity a bit more for me. And
yeah, that's the thing I try and watch too. The center of gravity. Like, am I sitting too far forward? You know.
Yep.
I try and base yourself.
Yeah.
Keeping center of gravity on the stool.
Keeping a tight core as well.
Yeah. And sometimes I have a tendency, I think, to lean forward a little bit too much, and so I'm putting too much weight on my feet.
Right.
Sit back a little bit more.
Yep. Yeah. It's definitely is all about relaxing, I think.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Even though you're going a mile.
Yeah.
You know.
And you play this crazy stuff. It's like, but I'm relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. How much fun.
One of the biggest things that helped me is when someone described, might have been Jojo Mayo, he said, like, don't think of holding the stick as like a grip. Think of it like a saddle.
Yep.
And I thought that was really cool. You know, it's like, just don't squeeze that stick. You know, you're just kind of like letting the stick do the work for you, really.
Yeah. That's certainly something I am conscious of, because sometimes as well, I will feel like I'm grabbing too much, or I'll use that sort of technique where you got your fulcrum there and you really sort of just, but always being conscious of trying to relax that. But I talked to a guy, another Sydney drummer actually, his name's Frankie. He was saying, you know, holding the stick to the point where you feel like you're going to drop it, but you're just not.
Yeah, that's great. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with Frankie.
It's, it's interesting.
It's tricky to do, and I think it's a tricky thing for people who are new to the instrument to kind of wrap their head around.
Yes. So,
but yeah, other than that, what do I do away from the kit? You know, I like hanging out with me Julie. We'll watch stuff on the telly.
Yeah.
But it's pretty busy. I like to stay busy. You know, I've started playing guitar in the last couple of years. That's been heaps fun.
Awesome.
I've managed to rope in my. I got addicted to buying pedals.
Yep.
Because they're like, you know, it's like collecting Matchbox cars or something. You know.
Yeah.
And it's a bit cork sniffery as well. Oh, I don't think that distortion's quite. Yeah. So. But I've stopped that now. I roped myself in.
Awesome.
I've got an addictive personality, so I have to watch myself.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I play a bit of guitar myself.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, did it. I started doing that. Well, I stopped playing drums in high school because I didn't want to be in the school orchestra. And you know, when you're a teenager and you just know better than everyone, and it's like, nah. Yeah. So I was still learning drums. I got called up the office at the start of grade 9, and they went, "You weren't in the school orchestra last year." And I went, "Oh, look, you know, it was all new. Hardly missed a lot of my lessons because they were all on at different times every week, and I just would forget because I was, you know, at high school, you walk from class to class. You're not in the same room all day like in primary school." They said, "Oh, well, you need to join the school orchestra." And I went, "Oh, look, I didn't like it when I was in primary school, so I don't really want to." And they went, "Well, you can't learn an instrument if you're not in the orchestra." And I went, "Fine, I won't."
Yeah.
That was it.
Sure. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, well, then that's when I started playing guitar. So I was like,
Awesome.
oh, well, I'll be Kurt Cobain.
Look, I think people who I've taught a bit, and I find that people who come to learn drums, if they do have another instrument beforehand, they do pick it up quicker, I think. And I think they become better drummers.
Yep. I think learning piano from a young age helped me with drums because I probably had about like 5 or 6 years on piano before I ever picked up a pair of sticks.
Yeah, there you go. Man.
Yeah,
That would help for sure.
Oh, it's rhythm, it's melody, it's reading, so that certainly translated to the drums.
Yeah, song form, like the arc of a song, and like, yeah, great.
Yeah, and then I think learning both piano and drums, because I'm just self-taught on guitar. I just taught myself.
Great.
So learnt sort of power chords because I just wanted to play Nirvana songs when I was in high school.
Sure.
And then sort of went, oh, these are easy. Now I want to play Metallica songs, and oh yeah, these are cool. Now I want to play this and that. So
yeah, great, man.
Yeah, but it's been certainly a helpful thing being able to play multiple.
It's something to keep me occupied rather than play PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah,
something to keep my brain interested in, and
yeah,
exactly.
Fantastic. Well, you're saying you've never had an injury, which is my next talking point. So that's
well, finally you should say that. Like, I've been so busy in the last couple of months, and so I've got like about 2 weeks off gigs from now. And just last night I smashed my foot on the side of the chair and I've done my toe in. But I got a couple of weeks off, but so I do have an injury at the moment.
Yeah.
But it wasn't linked to drumming.
Nothing debilitating. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's good. No, I think for me, the lucky thing for any little injuries I've sustained, it's never really stopped me from playing.
Great.
So, sometimes it's a bit painful, but it's never really stopped me from playing.
Great.
And it's usually like I've slept wrong. Like I had a shoulder thing, and it was because I was sleeping on my shoulder.
Yeah, sure.
And I can't help that. I'm asleep.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, the whole reason I started this podcast was I had a degenerated disc in my spine. And I'm not sure if that's just from, I did a functional movement training course, which they teach you how to move mechanically, like the way the body should move, which has fixed it. And I do those exercises every day. So that really helped me.
I haven't been injured through playing or lugging or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I've always stretched and I've always warmed up. Really, that's it.
Yeah, it's really all about keeping those, I guess, not only the main muscles, but all the little ones too, the connective tissues, and if you want to get all technical about it, it's
sure,
everything like that. It all adds up. So yeah, that's definitely important.
And you're talking about ergonomics and all that kind of stuff. The bands laugh at me when we're touring because I'm so fussy about drum stools. Like if it's a wobbly drum stool, I will crack the shits.
Yep.
I tour with a stool top
because
I don't like the really squishy ones. It's like I want to be stable. I don't want to feel like I'm bouncing or anything. And don't get me started on those hydraulic things.
Yeah,
dude,
that was going to be my next question.
Do that?
Some people love it. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it takes away from your own momentum in a way.
Yeah, and as you know, it's just like the difference in sound from that to that, right, on a snare drum or whatever.
Yeah,
it can be huge.
Yeah,
where the stick is hitting the rim. So if my stool's bouncing up and down like that, it's like, oh, fuck, where am I?
Did you ever?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh, totally. I sat on one of them once, and I wasn't into it either.
Mate, you'd be surprised at how many, or maybe you wouldn't, how many hire kits you'll get there, and it's like one of those stools, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, right.
It just makes it harder work than it should be, I think.
Yeah. I always generally order, if I'm doing a hired setup, I'll order the stool that I like. I just like a Pearl Roadster throne or the equivalent,
Yep.
It's just, it's got the screw bit, so you can screw it up or down. It's padded, but it's tight. There's no like seat backing or anything on it. I don't need any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the standard. I did the bike seat ones for a little while, which were all right. But
yeah, I don't know. I think because I'm so used to the round
Yeah.
a traditional style. Whenever I sit on one of those, I feel like my thighs aren't supported enough.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
just feels weird, and I feel like my nuts are getting squashed.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like it's a little cushion for your nuts, isn't it?
It's like, "Ugh, I don't know if I like this."
Well, one of my bands, I actually perform in a mankini, so
Oh, very good.
yeah,
Excellent.
the nut cushioning generally would pop one out. So yeah, I quite like the round throne.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
If I get stuck with a saddle one and I've got no choice, I have to use a saddle. I'll sit on it backwards.
right. Yep, yep. Yeah. No, I generally always get one of those sort of tight pearl ones. That's the go for me. I've got a couple.
Awesome.
I've got one right here actually with my pad.
There you go.
But yeah, yeah. But yeah, it all adds up. All the equipment that you use, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these days I don't use my kit that often except for rehearsals. It's usually like either the house kit or a high
Mm-hmm.
kit.
Yeah. Well, it's easier, isn't it?
And what do? Like if I'm not playing in Sydney, and most venues have a house kit these days.
Yeah. See, when I was
So
younger, I was really like, nah, got to use my kit, got to have my setup. And then as I sort of started to tour a bit more and realized that I can't just bring my drums everywhere,
yeah,
then I started getting right into, all right, I'm going to play whatever's there. Sometimes it only has one rack tom and I like two.
yeah,
Or sometimes, so you just got to make do.
that's it.
I just find as long as you get the cockpit right, your stool height, your pedals and your kick drum, your snare and your hats, as long as that's kind of all right, like I might fudge a fill or something if I've only got a rack and a floor and normally I would sort of do a run, but ultimately after a song or two, you sort of get the feel for how it all is, and it's all sweet.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a
But
good challenge too. I think like
yeah,
can you do your job on anything?
yeah,
Pretty much, as long as
yeah,
it's functional, it actually works.
yeah, for sure. Adapting.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played house kits that the kick head was basically gaff.
Yeah. Sure, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure you would have as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
if you
old
wear through the gaff too much, then the beater starts sticking to the head.
yeah. And then you got to get a bit of like a little alcohol wipe thing to wipe the front of your beater because then it sticks to the next kit because it's got the sticky gaff all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good fun,
times.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But no, that adaptability piece is huge, I find,
Yeah,
especially as a
absolutely.
drummer, because it's something I don't know the guitarists understand where like they don't ever have to rock up at a gig and just go, oh, you're playing this tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like might be a
Oh, you
different.
like Les Pauls? Here's a telly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It might be a different amp or something if they're. But I mean, gee, you can get a little box thing these days that sounds like 1,000 amps.
Oh, I
So
know, it's incredible, isn't it?
yeah, it is incredible.
Amazing. I do miss amps though, like a Regurgitator tour without amps, and I do miss them.
Yep.
I like air being moved.
Mm.
I am a fan of volume.
Yep.
So I miss that a little bit.
Yep. Do you play with in-ears?
I do, yeah. In
Yep.
that band, I do.
Mm-hmm.
In my other bands, I don't.
Right. Yeah.
Because they do a lot of hip-hop stuff and
Yeah.
more kind of like dancey sort of stuff that has like other percussion going on or synth parts going on.
Mm.
So, yeah, I need to really be on top of it, like really on top of it. Before we started using in-ears, for those like kind of more hip-hop songs,
Yep.
I would just have a little mixing desk and wear cans.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just take one off, have cans, and
Yep.
play along that way. Because it's like if you're not super on it, it sounds shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Flamming away and.
Yep.
But yeah, I miss having. It doesn't happen very often these days. But you'd be playing a big gig and your drum fill would be like a PA.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Be as tall as me. It's like holy fuck, gaboosh! It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, you
But,
feel it. You feel the
yeah.
music, the beats coming through you.
Yeah, so I miss that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I still play a bit like that. I'm obviously adaptable with using in-ears, and I've done bands where it's all played to a click track and in-ears, and then I still play in most bands without. I just have the nice earplugs with the dB things in them now, just to
yeah.
protect the hearing a bit.
I've always worn earplugs. Always.
Yep.
Have you?
again, it was early 20s at rehearsals, yes. At gigs, no. I'm like, no, got to hear it. It's like, my ears are strong. And then as you get the ringing, it's like, nah, I think I should start wearing earplugs. And
Yeah.
I was always doing the little foamy roll-up ones, but nah, for the last probably 15 years, I got molds done, and I've got the
Oh, good.
20 dB little filters that go in, and it's amazing. I'll wear them at shows now too. If I'm just going to a concert, I'll wear them to that, because I can stand in the audience and talk to someone and hear everything they're saying and hear the band, and then I leave and I don't have ringing ears for 3 days. So it's
Yeah, man. I'm the same. Always with the earplugs. Always.
Yeah, it's so helpful.
Yeah, and also, as a precautionary tale to any young drummers out there, please start doing it now, because I know a lot of drummers my age and older who are deaf.
Yeah.
I work in a drum store, so I know a lot of drummers, and a lot of them, early mid-50s and older, even if they're jazz drummers, deaf.
Yeah.
So be careful, kids.
Yeah, because it's irreversible. I mean, I've got a bit of the tinnitus going on, but it's
me too.
It's not like debilitating. You get the little ring on a quiet night, but it's kind of soothing.
Yeah. And and the funny thing about that too is it's like if you were a bricklayer for 30 years.
Yeah.
You probably have a bit of a sore back.
Yeah.
So, we've been loud drummers for however long, 40 years, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little bit of ringing in my ears.
Yeah. Most definitely. So I guess next point would be top tips for longevity. I guess we've sort of talked about that, but a lot of it would be to reiterate, I guess, earplugs, stretching.
Yeah.
Some sort of movement, some physical stuff for your body.
Yeah, I like that you're talking about ergonomics. I think that's a big one as well. And just looking after yourself, you know what I mean? Just stay off the glass pipe. Try not to have too many tinnies before you play.
Yeah.
Just, little things like that. Sleep is a big thing.
Yeah.
If we're tired, I'm not playing a good gig if I'm really tired.
No.
It's just not happening.
Yeah.
That's when the bass player turns around and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Having a nap.
Yeah. It's like, "Oh, what's wrong? Is it too fast or too slow?" I call myself the Russian dragon, because sometimes I'm Russian, sometimes I'm dragon.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, totally.
And also, I think just to keep yourself interested, whether it's discovering this new cool band or finding this new pattern that you can't play yet, or for me, it's playing guitar. What keeps me fresh and excited about it?
Yeah. New techniques. I think everything in life you sort of go through waves and phases. Like
100%.
I don't think I've ever considered quitting.
No, me either.
Music, but I've definitely had times where I'm way more inspired and interested versus going through the motions a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
And I definitely think in the last 12 months, I've been way more inspired and interested, especially when I went back and went, okay, I'm going to go and I'm just going to jam through this because I used to be able to do it, and then go, fuck, I can't play that anymore. All right, well, now I want to do that, and now I want to try this. And from there you do that, and then it's like,
and getting out the magnifying glass, right? And just going, what is it about this piece of music that I'm struggling with? What is it?
Yeah.
And honing in on that and going, okay, what can I practice to fix this problem as quickly as possible and as cleanly as possible, whatever it is.
Yeah, and actually doing I call them the boring basics.
Oh, dude.
Practicing rudiments. I do a lot of rudiments in my warming up, and
sure,
I've started trying to put them around the kit. And I guess my social media feeds are mostly drum videos.
Sure.
'Cause I don't really care about the news and what someone's complaining about. I would rather see things that inspire me, and I watch a lot of other drummers and see what they're doing. And there's lots of little 30-second lessons, and I'm like, that's amazing, and I'll screenshot it, and I can never find it again, but I've got the screenshot. Screenshot of the sticking pattern or or see what the kids are doing, you know, like there's,
Oh, yeah.
you know, when I was doing the Berserker 15 years ago, it was like, that's the fastest thing ever. And now it's like, oh, dude, I couldn't keep up with some of these young people doing the
Oh, dude, I've got no chance.
double strokes and the switch blasting and
It's mad though.
Push
I love
pull.
it.
Oh, it's so good.
I love it.
Yeah, it's that's something I've been trying to do is the push pull. Not
Do you
bad.
know that Jojo Mayer DVD, the hand one?
No.
Secret Weapons for the Modern Drummer.
Right.
Dude, you'll love it.
I should.
So
I'm going to write that down.
There's two of them. So Jojo Mayer, Secret Weapons for the Modern Drummer. He did one. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 25 years old now, solely on hand technique. Incredible production values, and we know he's an amazing drummer. So good, man. And then, like years later, maybe 5 years later, he did a foot one.
Oh,
just
wow.
all about foot technique.
Yeah.
But yeah, particularly the hand one, man. I can't recommend it highly enough for anyone out there who wants to know about hand technique. Secret Weapons for the Modern Drummer, Jojo Mayer, unreal.
Excellent.
Yeah.
If we're plugging DVDs, I definitely want to plug the Flow Mornia one again, which I seem to bring up almost every episode, but
that's good, man. If it's worked for you, awesome.
Extreme.
Share the knowledge.
I think it's called Extreme Heavy Metal Drumming 101, and it's so good, and it's all on YouTube now too. So
awesome. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Just like I think it was a double DVD too, and there was a whole performance one where it's just him playing songs like Cryptopsy songs, which are just out of this world.
I think I know that the guy you're talking about is like a stocky kind of guy.
Yeah, French Canadian,
and just rips.
Yeah. I lived in Canada for a couple of years. And
did you?
I actually went and got a drum lesson from him in person at his
cool.
Played on his kit at his studio.
Nice guy.
Oh, great guy. Yeah. I actually missed him last year. I was having a holiday last year when they toured Australia, so I missed him. But I always try to say good day when they're in the country or if I see him. But I went up and played, and he goes, "Oh, look, just play through something, and just let me sort of watch you play for a minute, and we'll sort of have a look." And sure. I did, and he goes, "Oh, well, your technique's really great." And I said, "Well, that's just because I copied you off your DVD." Yeah,
great.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Did you laugh?
No, yeah. And then, funnily enough, most of our lesson, he was just giving me all these crazy like rudiment patterns to practice to a click.
Okay, great.
That was it. Yeah. So it wasn't anything sort of. He goes, "Oh, your technique's great. Just this," and he would show me things, and then I'd have a go. But yeah, really, really good experience.
Was it kind of like flammy sort of things, or?
Oh, everything. I've still got it. It's a handwritten piece of paper with all these different, like obviously paradiddle diddles, and then mixing them with. I don't even remember what it was. But I actually still have the piece of paper because I should dig it out and try it again.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, no, so
I still love all that business. I went through stick control and syncopation and all that carry on.
Mm-hmm.
I think stick controls it's a great book, right? Especially when it starts to get into all those like flam combinations and stuff. I think it's so good for your hands, and coordination and all that kind of stuff, and ideas as well. It's like, oh, far out. Put that hand here, put this hand here, do these lines. Oh man, it sounds wild. It's cool.
Yeah, there's another really cool thing. It's not a flam. You want to hit both sticks at the same time.
On the same drum?
Yeah, on the same drum or on the pad.
God. Isn't that like when, two people bounce on a trampoline at the same time?
Yeah, the feel of it. So I've got this exercise where you hit the two sticks at the same time, but it's like a triplet. So it's like one is the two. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and sort of swap it. But doing it on a pad is one thing. Doing it on my actual snare drum is exactly like you just described with the two people on the trampoline, and you really feel it. It's like the guy I watched who I wrote it down off. He was saying, to really like focus on the feel of how it is on the drum. And I was like, whoa,
It's weird, hey?
Yeah. But then trying to get that clean, and let's say like not even just doing the double and then singles, trying to do doubles at the same time consistently that's not flamming, that's difficult too.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, to a click. That's a really, I find that's a really quite a good exercise as well. Just try and do that and then mix it with some singles. Yeah, I don't know. It's just fun little things
Yeah, man.
that I do.
Do you know that guy, that drummer Brain? You know him?
Brain, I've heard the name, yeah.
Yeah, Brian Mantia. He played in Primus for a second.
Okay. I do, yeah. I know him from Primus.
He was in that band, Praxis, that was one of Bill Laswell's kind of bands with, Buckethead. Buckethead
Oh,
was
yeah.
from that world.
Yep.
He's got a couple of DVDs out. I had the first one for years, and he talks a lot about hand technique as well, just while we're talking about cool instructional DVDs.
Mm.
Brains one is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to check that
like
out.
He does this really simple exercise where it's like a 4-stroke exercise where you get the stick and it's like down, tap, up, and then a full stroke.
Okay.
So the full stroke is just you're letting the stick bounce.
Yep.
The first one is you're throwing the stick, but you're stopping it to prepare for the lighter hit.
Yep.
So down, tap, up. So it's a pull up and then a full stroke. And that's really helped me. Even something as simple as that. You know?
Yeah, wow.
Tap, full stroke, down, tap, up, full stroke. Yeah.
Awesome. I think I don't know if I saw it through him or someone else, but I know that technique you're talking about. I definitely recall seeing or trying or doing something like that.
Yeah. I like it because, people don't often talk about I may do like a really intense loud note, but the next one's going to be super quiet, right?
Mm.
So I need to be ready for that next quiet note. I don't want to have the stick be up here and then be trying to play a quiet note from up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be sort of ready.
Is that nerdy enough?
Yeah, love it. Oh, this. I could nerd out on drums all day, to be honest, or music in general. Really, I just enjoy it.
What were your favorite drum books? Like, what books do you think helped you from the most practical sense?
Oh, look, I've actually got the sync. Who is that guy? You know, the blue drum books?
It's Ted Reed, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I've got the syncopation.
Yeah, syncopation.
What's the main one that every drum student got?
Stick control.
Yeah.
I guess. Or advanced techniques for the modern drummer. That might be that one.
I think that's
what was his name? There's like more swing patterns.
Yeah. I've got I've got the series of them. Still have them since I was a kid.
Great.
But I can't think of the names. That really, that really put me on the spot.
Sorry.
No, not at all.
I brought it up and I can't think of it. Do you know that book, The Drummer's Cookbook? Do you know that book?
I've heard of that, yeah.
That's a great book for like a groove and, like more kind of rock and funk sort of beats.
Yeah.
I love that book. There's a book that's like the kind of lessons of Alan Dawson.
Yeah.
I think it's called The Complete Drummer's Vocabulary. And Alan Dawson was one of Tony Williams' teachers.
Mm.
It's a great book. It's probably my go-to book for like the classic rudiments. You got 26, what was it, 26 classic rudiments?
Mm-hmm.
Your pataflaflas and your radamacues and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He adds a few into that, but there's like about 8 pages at the beginning that are just all them.
Right.
I really like that book. I think it's awesome. Yeah, there's great stuff out there. So did you have drum teachers?
I did, yeah. I mean, I had they had a drum teacher in school he was like an old army guy.
Yeah, right.
So he played in like the military band. He actually used traditional grip.
Yep.
Which I later found out traditional grip wasn't actually traditional. It was just they created it to get around the strap of a marching drum.
Yeah.
But the original, if you go back to cavemen, they used to beat things like that. So
that seems to make more sense to me.
Yeah,
my first teacher, Ian Catchpole, rest in peace, was a jazz guy as well, and he would play traditionally. He would always try and get me to do that, and it just always felt unnatural to me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like I wanted to lean over.
Yeah,
too much. Yeah, that feels much better.
There was actually a drummer. There's a band from Melbourne called Alarum. Their original drummer, and they play all sorts of crazy, like technical, prog metal stuff. And he played traditional grip, and he's doing all sorts of crazy. How how do you do it? Like you'd see him moving his arm around the hats, and it's like, man, that's
it's wild. Hey,
yeah.
I mean, Virgil Donati, look at him. You know,
Yeah.
It's like shamack. You look at these sticks too. He's not playing little sticks.
No. Yeah, it's not something. I've dabbled with it, but I've never sort of played like that.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, crazy.
I always thought it looked cool.
Yeah. But that was I didn't even realize. I just always thought traditional. That was how it was done. But yeah, someone actually told me that it was they only created that to get around the strap of a marching drum.
There you go.
Yeah,
I heard it was because the drum was a lot closer.
right.
And so it just felt like that would feel weird. But yeah, the strap thing as well, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I did play a marching drum for that. There's a band called El Nino. They're like a Latin American style like metal band.
Yeah, cool.
Several years ago, the drummer's a friend of mine, and he got myself and 3 other guys to come on there. But we did Soundwave with them, and basically we just went out and had a drum off. They took us around Australia. We did like this big sort of marching drum intro thing, and then in the middle of the set, we all came out and did like a drum off, and we all had marching drums, and that's really my only experience with a strap-on marching drum. So,
there you go.
But they sound cool, and the Kevlar heads like amazing. I also used one of them on my snare for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just you can really give them a solid beating, and they're really snappy.
And you only have to change a snare head every 2 years.
Yeah, I kept it for a year. I actually had it for a year to the day, and the sound guy that we had at the time goes, "Yeah, it might be time to change that." It was a Remo one, and the Remo ones are coated, and like the coating was all peeling off, and it was just bare Kevlar. But I just kept tightening it, and it worked.
Great, yeah, great.
Yeah. So that was always a bit of fun.
I mean, you look at those military tattoo kind of drum corps.
Yeah,
they're just incredible, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The level of precision, and it's so clean. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, and even just the what's the synchronicity between the players. It's like synchronized swimming, but you know they're doing the same marching steps, and they're doing the same strokes and like lifting. You see that some of the ones like doing the spins, stuff like that.
It's mad, hey, and you think it like the complex phrases that they're playing, and and they're not reading; they've memorized it all.
Yeah,
and down to the last 30-second rest.
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, people are pretty amazing when you think about it.
Sure, yeah, and when you put your mind to something and just have the time to really devote to it.
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to time, but. One thing I wanted to mention as well, we have another little connection so you did the Regurgitator Pogogo show, the kids band?
Oh, I did. That was if you had asked me, when I was a younger man, Pete, you'll be in your 50s, you'll be wearing a pink jumpsuit, you'll be playing a tiny toy sort of kit.
Yeah.
And when you're not doing that, you'll be dancing around, rapping in front of 1,000 kids under 6.
Yep.
I would have said, I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it did.
Yeah. So the connection is my brother is Brett Hansen and his wife Elisa, who did some of the puppetry for you guys on some of those shows.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Love it. So fantastic. They were awesome. They were our opening act.
Yeah. Larrikin Puppets.
It was Spinal Tap after Puppet Show.
Yeah.
And Go after Puppet Show, not before Puppet Show.
Yeah. I think that they did a video with you or something with some of your puppets, some of the Regurgitator puppets or something.
Yeah, we did. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that was heaps fun, man. Those puppets are unreal.
Yeah. It's nuts. That's what they do full time. Like he just.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're actually on a tour. They're actually heading to do like comedy. They do tours. They load up their van with all their puppets and travel the country.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. But
that's great.
Interesting. Did you have anything you want to plug before we sort of go? Like any?
Look, I'm super lazy in regards to any social media promotion. I'm just not good at it, and I'm annoyed by it. But I'm very spoilt in that the 3 bands I play in, someone else does it.
Yes.
So basically, the bands I'm working with are mainly Regurgitator, Front End Loader, and No Cake. No Cake is a band with Kat Harley and my mate from Midget, Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Hamlin. It's sort of space rock kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a drums, bass, and moog.
Okay.
And the gong features heavily in it.
I've been eyeing that gong off the whole time.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So No Cake has gong. Like I take that to gigs.
Yeah.
No Cake gigs.
Awesome.
Yeah. The Uber drivers just go, "Fuck you, cunt." That's probably why my rating on the Uber isn't really very high. It's probably because of that.
The gong. Yeah.
Yeah, the gong. Yeah. But yeah, just those 3 bands, they're all on the Instagrams and the whatevers.
Yep.
So yeah, that's probably it. I'm in the middle of this Regurgitator tour, which is about halfway through, but there's still heaps of dates left. We're still yet to play, couple of cities like Melbourne and Brisbane and stuff. I think there's another 20 shows left or something. We've done like 30.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a big tour. It's really good.
Yep.
I feel like I'm playing okay at the moment. So,
Yeah.
It's funny how the more you do it, the kind of better you get at it, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, you just really get into that zone, hey?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I hate that feeling of if you've had time off, and look, we all need to have a break now and then, but then you get, at the gig or get behind the kit after you have had a break and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I can feel it. It's rusty. It's not coming as quickly and as smoothly as it was.
Yeah, the gig fitness. Yeah.
Gig fitness. Yeah.
No matter how much you do in the practice room, it's just not quite the same. I guess it's like athletes, playing their sport at the start of the season. It might not be as good as like mid-season or end of season,
That's right.
Yeah. The gig fitness.
So which band is keeping you busy at the moment?
Pretty well my band, FUC.
Right.
Yeah, that's the main gigging band.
Awesome.
I'm working on some stuff in the background as well. I'm doing an album for a band, and just a couple of friends that have asked me to do some projects. So
awesome.
Which is, I'm trying to teach myself to record better. So I've always been able to, well, not always. I've been able to demo myself. So I can chuck a couple of mics up and play the drums, and then I can play a guitar track or whatever. But I actually recently bought this. It's a Behringer XR, so it's got like 18 channels, which I can mic up my whole kit. And just trying to teach myself that, because I think recording for me, I sort of started getting used to a 4-track tape player, and then all this digital stuff came in, and it was a bit lost on me. I'm not the most technical computer guy, as we discussed earlier.
For the viewers, it took me about half an hour to work out how to unmute my mic.
It was about 15 minutes. So we'll give you some grace there, but it was I was the same. I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I just started Googling it. But that's actually the reason I use Apple products, is because it's easier. There's a lot of it's drag and drop and just So, but that's something I've been trying to do. That took me. It took me about 3 solid days of just trying to make everything talk to each other before I actually could get sound from the mic to the interface. And then I did some demoing and it sounded great. And
awesome.
So now I need to get more leads and more mics and mic it all properly and see if I can do that. But doing a couple of projects for a few friends and see if I can track it myself, and if it's good enough, it would just really help. I love going in the studio and all that, but if I can just walk in and hit record myself, it would save a lot of that extra time of, packing up, driving somewhere, unloading, setting up, miking up, getting sounds. You spend almost a day getting the stuff set up before you actually record a song.
Yeah, and if you can be self-contained like that and have something that's they can work with, they can use.
Yeah.
No one else is around. No one's saying, "Oh, I don't know about that feel," or whatever. You can just be doing your own thing.
Yep.
Mate, the amount of arguments I've had too with sound engineers about my drums, it's just like, where's the floor tom, mate? There's no floor tom there.
Yeah.
Why can't I hear the hats?
Yeah.
So I wish I had done years ago what you're doing and gotten into that so I could just do it myself.
Yeah. Well, that was just sort of something I thought, you know, and I think it was also inspired with because we're a two-piece with Fuck, and
Awesome.
he's been just recording. He's got one of those quad Cortex things for his guitar, and he actually plays live through it. We use amps as well, but if we travel interstate, he just plays that. It very rarely brings a head or anything anymore. It's just because it's easier.
Yeah, that's what Regurgitator do. They just got the, you know, I'm not sure if it's the same brand, but they just got one of those things, and it's easy. Our sound checks take 2 seconds.
Yep, that's amazing. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just something that I thought that I'd like to try, and so spent a couple of weeks trying to set it up and managed to do it. So that was really cool. So then, next step will be more leads, more mic stands, set everything up, and then try and do that. Record it and then see if it's usable. Like,
are you going down that rabbit hole of research via like forums and stuff like that? And
I did join a forum for that interface on Facebook, but ultimately
just nerds fighting each other.
Yeah, it's actually pretty civil from what I've seen, but I haven't had to use it much because I'm right into this AI thing, like ChatGPT. I learned this thing about talking to AI properly, you know, communicating with AI properly and asking the right prompts. And so I just was really detailed and said, this is what I'm trying to do with this program, with this computer, with this thing. And it gave me just step by step. And when some of the steps didn't work, I'd go, okay, and ask it a further question. And then I'd print it out so I could sit there. Instead of having to flick screens, I could just sit there with my piece of paper and go down the list. Yep. And then if I need any more, the phone, you just Google it, and that's got its own AI in Google now. So it sort of goes, you ask it a specific question, it'll be thinking about it, and so that's been really helpful for me.
It's probably good to make friends with our robot overlords now before before they take over, because then they'll go, oh yeah, Todd, you've been a friend of ours. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll eat you last.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I'm a friend to the robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, mate, it's been really awesome chatting with you.
Yeah, great chatting with you, brother.
Really appreciate the time that you took just to sit down with me today. So,
no worries, man.
Thank you so much.
My absolute pleasure. I think you're doing a great thing. Hopefully I'll see you sooner rather than later, Todd.
Yes. And thanks again for being part of the Drumwell podcast. The gong.
See you, mate.